Go on, mate.
I got to get us out as well and then get us back in.
Welcome to For Networking version 2.0. Bigger, better, faster. As the UK's largest joined-up business network, we've taken our meetings online, with loads of events happening every single day right through your screen. We've already changed the way business networking is done, and now we're doing it again. The same winning formula from our physical meetings is now available direct to your home wherever you are in the world. You'll have the chance to tell everyone in the group about your business, be inspired by the foresight slot, an insight, not the sales pitch, and also 3 one-to-one 10-minute business appointments to fast-track your business relationships. Connect with new people, be inspired, and build your business. 50% social, 50% business, and it still works online. For Networking, the future of business networking has arrived.
Here we are then, morning. How you doing? Good. You? We just had Dan actually on that trailer. Did you see Dan on there? He's already. We've had him in the build up already, so we don't need to introduce him, do we? Really? But we will because he's
a bit of a foreign star, Dan, isn't he?
He's a little bit of a legend, and look at him. He's in the background there. We're waiting to bring him on. We got Mr. Sadler on in a minute. Anyway, morning. I'm Mr. Kim. We're going to start this thing on time one week, but probably not. It's me doing it. But there you go. Anyway, welcome to Foreign Live, Foreign TV Live with me, Mr. Kim, and my little sidekick, Martin Byrne, aka the Big Boss, with this week's edition of Mr. Kim and the Big Boss, Foreign TV Live. This is where we recap highlights, lowlights, general goings on of the 4N week, live streaming to the 4N Networking Facebook page. I think we're also in the meeting finder. Aren't we? Yeah, I think I put it. Is it in there? Yeah, Martin's it because he's got someone that wants to watch us. Have you done it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Before I hand over to you, I'm going to say 50% is 50%. So 4N is 50% is 50% business. 4N is 50% social, 50% business, and it works. Martin, over to you.
Well, that's easy for you to say, Mr. Kim, obviously. Yeah, founded in 2006, we ran 5,000 face-to-face meetings across the UK. Well, at least we used to until things had to change. And that's when 4N Online was born, allowing us all to continue growing our network and contacts from the comfort of our own home. Joining 4N Online allows you to network anywhere, 6 days a week, locally, regionally, even internationally. I think we've got a lady called Anya watching from Melbourne today. Yeah, My 9 Squares on Instagram. She does some lovely videos. Back to you.
We'll be checking her out. Yeah, good stuff. Well done, Martin. Yeah, we're actually doing the right script, aren't we? Are we? Yeah, maybe. Anyway, 4N, obviously we've got groups dedicated to a range of themes and business interests, all sorts of stuff like that. Martin loves his midweek music. I go to the gamers group. Dan's probably involved in a few niche groups, I'm sure. But yeah, tell us about that when we get him on. Thousands of members, network 24/7 within network central Facebook groups. These are great for advice, support, and opportunities. Go to 4N Online to find and book future meetings. We're always looking for team members. Team members get a bit of a higher profile and other benefits. So if you want to know a bit more about that, go to 4n.biz, join the team / join the team. And here we go then. We're going to go with the 42nd round now. So it's over to you, Martin. Shall I bring him in?
No, wait until I say bring him in.
Okay. I'm getting all excited.
Really bad. Okay, so now it's time for the 40 words round. This week, you can share a quick sentence about you and your business in the comment section there or there, depending on which way you're looking at. Let us know about your business, the type of introductions you're looking for. Also, feel free to tell us what happened in your 4N week. And if we get the chance in the show, we'll read a few out. Kim?
Good. If you're watching on catch up, obviously hashtag replay or whatever you're doing, but just make some comments because obviously this will stay up. And if you wanted to talk to Dan, you didn't actually get the live thing. You can catch him later on and just ask him something or do something. I'm sure he'll jump on and answer it because he's like that.
Yeah, he's always really responsive, Dan.
Anyway, I'll go and bring him in now because he's been waiting so long. There he is. It's
Hey.
Dan Sadler.
Nice
Morning,
to see you guys.
How you doing today, mate?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Recovering from 2 massive days at school teaching kids.
Really?
All right.
Has it been a bit
Yeah.
full on for a couple of days, has it, Dan?
Well, it always is quite full on. I teach 500 kids to play the steel pan every Thursday, Friday. So Saturday is normally my rest day, and I don't normally get out of bed for less than £1,000. So yeah,
Tell you what.
but for you guys,
Oh, we only paid him a tenner. We're doing all right, aren't we?
Yeah. We made him an offer he couldn't refuse. Dan, do your 40 words or whatever. Just introduce yourself to people that don't know you.
oh, I'm all organised. I've got my pitch here and everything. I am Dan Sadler, the biohacker, and you might be wondering what that is. Well, bio means life, and hacking is optimization. And who wouldn't want some of that in their life? Our products improve your sleep, energy, focus, and your immunity. And now imagine having the same technology that can even activate your hair and skin too. The most exciting thing I have to announce is that you can even hack your wardrobe. You can visit my online store. This actually is a collaboration with other 4Ners, which is really cool. And I would love to have a one-to-one with anyone that wants to have one with me. So just get in touch.
Nice one, Dan. Good stuff. Over to you, Martin. What's next?
Awesome. Thank you, Dan. That was great. Nice top, by the way. What foreign member are you collaborating with?
Okay, so I started off collaborating with Al Price, and it was an idea. So it was kind of like we're in a mastermind group on this particular book, but we'll get onto that later. So we did a bit of a mastermind, did a little bit of a mastermind, and we got together. And through the course of going through this book together, I had a little idea, had a chat with Al. We came up with some lovely designs. In fact, I don't know if I'm like normal way or back to front, but if I'm mirrored, this actually says the energy at the bottom actually spells Dan. It's really cool. My mate pointed it out the other day. He said, "Oh, I thought your tops."
Say that again. The energy spells Dan.
Well, the backwards energy, if I'm mirrored on a Zoom call, it actually looks like my name, which is really cool.
Cool.
Excellent. Well,
So yeah, the other part of the collab, by the way, is Marie Walker, who's a fantastic print-on-demand lady.
Cool.
Excellent. Love it.
And that's like good product. Good product.
It's wonderful.
Okay, so now we come to what a 4M week that was, where we just discussed the week's events. If you want to be a guest on our show, then just contact us in the chat and we'll line you up. We're lined up about 6 weeks in advance, I think, at the moment. Dan, what's everyone been talking about this week?
What's everyone been talking about this week? Well, obviously the talking point is, are we going to get outside? Are we going to get our lives back? Are we going to get to go to big events? That's really the big talking point.
And topical stuff is what we're
That's
talking
the talking
about.
point.
Yeah. How do you feel?
What's your feeling? What's your feeling on that? What's going to happen?
My feeling is, as a teacher, this is me being completely real. As a teacher, I've been out there in the fray for the whole time. There's only been a couple of times during the last 14 months where I've been asked not to go to school.
Right.
So to me, nothing really much has changed apart from regulations and stuff. And I'm still able to move about my life and go to school and go to work and do bits and bobs. But what I see from other people is that people are getting very, very stressed. They're getting there's a lot of clashing going on, and it's quite a dark time for us people. We just need to try and get some level of normality, I think, so everybody can just hit that diffuse button and get back into love mode.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a lot of that in there. There's a lot of friction and stuff, and I think that's deliberate, isn't it? I mean, that is happening for a reason. They're just trying to divide us because we need to fight as one, don't we? Well, I mean, Dan, we're in groups, and Dan and I. It's we're I suppose you could. Were we conspiracy theorists anymore?
I heard, Dan. I heard actually, Kim. I heard there was a conspiracy group 4N, but I didn't believe it, so I've not been.
No, there isn't one for this lot, but we are in a couple of groups together where we do share a little bit of our truth, so to speak.
It is about your own truth, isn't it? We've got our own truth.
The truth is relative, man. I'm a big believer in that. The truth is relative. You're based in London, aren't you, Dan?
Oh yeah, I absolutely am. I'm not a Londoner, right? So the quick story is I was born in Portsmouth, grew up down on the south coast, living right by the sea, lovely, beautiful, fresh sea air.
You still get into meetings? So you go into 4M meetings or not so much now?
I'm going to loads, but not Yeah, I'm not going to ones that are face to face at the moment because there are none around me.
No.
But in terms of the online stuff, absolutely. And as soon as one pops up round here, I'll be there too.
Yeah, good stuff.
Fantastic. And, so I was supposed to go out last night, and I was getting a ride. It was just at a friend's garden, and then I couldn't get the ride, and I didn't go because I didn't want to get a cab back because I was too scared to get in a cab. I mean, is that stupid, do you think? Or
no, I don't think it's stupid at all, because we've all been beaten down, haven't we? We've all been put into situations that we're not used to. So it's a case of just finding our feet again, and hopefully you'll find that confidence to get back in the cab at some point.
Yeah. I went to a face-to-face meeting on with a few people for a different kind of group on Wednesday, and it's amazing the energy. Actually, everyone was so happy to see other people, and like, people were hugging and handshaking. No problem. But there was a real buzz. It was like normal conversation, you know.
Do you know, I had the same buzz on Thursday night, because when I go away to teach for the 2 days, as I mentioned, and in between those 2 days, right in the middle of Thursday night, is my band practice. And you know me, I'm a musician. I genuinely love it. We've got a friend, she's come to join us.
Who's this?
That's Lady. She's my little Zoom celebrity.
Lady.
Come on, Foreign. You know, you want to see Lady. There you go. So anyway, I was at band practice on Thursday night, and just to see people finally coming back together, braving it up to have a hug. Those that wanted to hug, those that didn't, it was fine. But just being in the same room, making the vibrations, going to the pub afterwards. Oh my God, we all went to the pub afterwards. Just the little things that make me happy and put me in my happy space.
Love that. It's all about respecting each other as well, isn't it? Like you say, some people are going to want to hug, some people are going to want to shake hands, some people just want to do whatever they want to do.
Their own thing.
But we're social creatures, aren't we? We crave company of other human beings. That's just how we are, right?
Well, I do, yeah. I need to be around people. I'm this energy. I've got that energy where I like to be in the party.
Yeah, and I'm for the hug as well. I'll be hugging whatever I can get hold of. So yeah, just get out there and hug. So when I see you, Byrne, in when is it, Mr. Byrne? Well, that might not happen now. Is it going to happen? I don't know.
I don't know.
What's this? What have I missed out on?
Ansi and I have booked into the crew group. There's a crew meeting, a pop up. We thought we'd pop up there, pop up to crew,
pop up to the pop up.
Yeah, because we got yoga teachers up in that area as well. We thought we'd have a couple of days up there and go to the meeting. I think Ambach's running it. Martin's hopefully going to be there, and various other people from around the area. But is that going to happen now? I suppose we'll know on Monday, won't we? Or do we just do it anyway?
I suppose we'll know on Monday, but hopefully it's going to happen. Yeah, unless they put the dates out.
There's rumour. Yeah, go on, Dan.
Are we not allowed to meet in groups of up to 30? I don't know what the actual rules are, but I know that my band, we're allowed to take 30 people together at the same time at the moment.
Is that indoors?
Indoors, yeah.
Oh, well, that's all right, isn't it? Then it can still go out there if that's the rule.
Yeah, we might have to turn a few people away, but hey. So, Dan, tell me, mate, what's the funniest thing you've ever heard at a 4 networking meeting?
Oh, all right, I've heard some right howlers.
Go on, tell us a couple of those.
Well, there was this one time. No, I'm joking. Right, now the funniest thing I've seen on a 4N meeting actually was Caroline Andrew Johnson's dog decided he was going to smash his 40 seconds. That's all I'm going to say. There was a teddy bear in the background. He was getting fruity with the teddy. And all of a sudden, he started smashing his 40 seconds pitch right in front of Caroline's banner. And
oh man, I would have loved to have seen that. Smile, meet, chat, hump.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. No.
Did she just carry on regardless, or was she not aware?
No, Brad was in the room. I don't know if it was a 4M meeting. It was definitely a 4N Zoom. It might have been like one of the party night things, and I don't know. Whatever happened, it was just hilarious, and she was there laughing her head off, trying to cover her face. Everybody was just laughing. It was hilarious.
Oh, fantastic, man. Fantastic.
So now every time we see Louis, I'm like, hey, there he is. There's the happy bumper.
Action dog.
Action.
Oh man, I wish someone had videoed that. That would be a good viral.
I wonder if it was videoed, because I have a feeling like it's in my mind space that I've seen it since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mate, find that for us if you can, Dan. Try and find it. I'd love to see that. I think it should go up. That's legendary. Legendary.
Giving away what you like now, Martin. Liking dogs.
Yeah. Exactly. So Dan, listen, what's the best one-to-one that you've ever had, and why?
Or the worst.
Do you know what? There's so many. I love a good one-to-one where we just get to know people. I think any time where we're not actually directly trying to sell to each other in a one-to-one is a good one-to-one. One-to-ones is kind of like building the relationship further. So if you get, say, the 40 seconds pitch opens the conversation, your private chat brings you a bit closer together. If you get a one-to-one, that's going to like cement you, to give you something to talk about. Find something to talk about. And that's what I like about one-to-ones, is actually really asking questions and hearing people out and getting to know what makes them tick, what makes them happy.
Absolutely. It's also getting to know people, and get to know each other. That's what we buy into, isn't it? We either like someone or we don't, and we tend to deal with people that we like, I guess.
Yeah, it is. And I'm sure you're going to want to hear like the worst one, because there is a worst one.
Yeah,
before you move on to the worst one, you made a really good point there, Dan, and that is, I think, ask questions in a one-to-one. It's not. I think people get a bit scared of like, well, what am I going to talk about for 10 minutes? And so sometimes they just go into default business pitch mode because that's what they think they should be doing, and it's kind of not their fault. They just don't maybe have the tools to have a successful one-to-one. And I think what you said there is super important. Just ask people questions about themselves.
Yeah, we don't want to be stupid, don't we? Buy my stuff. The
thing is, I've had people get in a one-to-one with me and they popped up and they're like, straight away, so tell me about your little yellow pills. And then it is like that sometimes. And if I'm interested and I ask for a one-to-one with someone, I might get somebody in the room and say, I really want to know about your video editing or that type of thing. Yeah, and then it changes the type of one-to-one that we have. It's not just to get to know you. It's actually, I really want some information about your product.
Yeah.
And that does happen naturally.
Yeah. And I think the 4N one-to-ones are just a start, aren't they? You get to know if you're going to want to speak to someone more, find out a bit more about that person. So it's just some people you won't, some people you will, won't you? You'll have a follow-up with more one-to-one. Some people you keep in touch with, and some people don't. I mean, we met over a year ago at Dan, didn't we? I guess. Yeah, we always kept in touch. We always talk. We, you drift off and do other stuff now and again, but we're all sort of connected in one way or another, which is great. Because I wouldn't know you if it wasn't for the Zoom thing. I wouldn't know Martin. So Zoom's got plans for it. That's one big plus from what's gone on, is the fact we know all these people now that we would never have known. Just people all over the place, which is. I'm
genuinely mind blown by that kind of thought process. Yeah, we know people now that.
Yeah. Well, look at you, like you, Al Price. I wouldn't know Al. As I said, I wouldn't know Mark. It's just so many people, too many to mention. And they're great people, like people that you want in your life, and there's people that you knew before that you don't bother with anymore. Do you know what I mean? You're just keeping with the new contacts, which is all good stuff. Anyway, let's have that worst one, Dan. Come on. You don't have to name it, but you can tell us how it went.
A name. It's not going to be a name. I don't even remember the name of the guy. It was the first ever one-to-one that I had in 4N, face to face. It was at a London meeting. I went along and I was just excited. I got there early. I think I drank 3 coffees beforehand. And then that little awkward, I only did 2 or 3. No, I did 3 face-to-faces before we shut down. So I only had a little taste. But that time at the beginning when everyone's running around trying to pre-book the one-to-ones and trying to get in there early. They knew I was a visitor. So people were flocked around me like flies,
like Andrew Johnson's dog.
Yeah,
right? Trying to hump your leg.
Martin, forget about that, Martin. That's gone.
Yeah. So anyway, this guy came over and said, "I'd love to get a one-to-one." We swapped business cards, but I didn't have business cards, so I had 3 little bottles of pills with 1, 2, and 3 written on the top, and I was swapping these over.
Nice.
Took his business card. I was very excited, sat down, and he was like, so, do you use spreadsheets?
Wow, what an opener. What an opener.
And I was like, well, I actually do all my business from my phone, to be fair. I'm a network marketer, and I've been building my business from my phone for like 3.5 years now. And he said, oh, great. So you don't use spreadsheets? I was like, well, I don't really have a decent working computer. But even when I did, I don't like spreadsheets. And then he went on for the next 10 minutes or so to tell me every reason why I should get spreadsheets in my life, how they could. I didn't even get to speak about my business. Or at the end, I think I said, so can we have another chat about my business?
No. Oh, those people are out there, aren't they? Yeah, yeah. That's probably the ones you don't get.
Yeah, but you know what? It's you can look at that two ways, right? You can either kind of damn the person, or you can actually look at it with empathy and think the poor bugger doesn't have the skills to fucking.
I know that now.
To even build rapport with someone, and that's an essential thing, isn't it?
But don't you think that we've all been privy to the best practices because we've all been online? We're not just sharing the best practice with us and our 20 or 30 people at our local meeting. Yeah. We're sharing best practice with thousands of people. So the best practice has like rapidly gotten better in this network. I don't blame him for that. I mean, I know I've been in a state of desperation before where I've vomited my opportunity onto people socially on parties, on social media. I went through that trap too. Just takes a little learning to get around it.
Yeah. We've all been there. We've all been there, Dan.
Exactly. I think they're just on at the beginning of the timeline, and hopefully, you know, you'd like to think that someone like that might learn from that and think, you know.
See, Martin sees the good in everyone. That guy's gonna come good. He's out there networking now like a superstar.
Interestingly, though, the thing is, I haven't seen any of these guys since we've been online, so I've been looking for them. Because they were the first people I met in 4N, so I've been looking for them. And outside of that, it was Judy and Steve that really kind of hugged me into the network as a meeting. So thank you, Judy and Steve, for looking after me all this time.
So Dan, you did a little bit of face-to-face before you went online, is that right?
Yeah, just 3 meetings, and then we had to do the old foreshake, whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That awkward thing. Someone walked in the room and did it, and I was like, awkward.
Yes.
I think if people persist with that kind of approach to one-to-ones, that's what I like about for networking, right? It's self-regulating, because if someone keeps doing that, then no one will want one-to-ones with them, and then they'll stop coming and they'll go, well, networking doesn't work. It's not a bad thing necessarily.
No, but the whole thing of them running away and saying networking doesn't work. I've only been in networking for 14 months, and I've seen it like dozens of times of people that have blown through the network, blown all the contacts up, and then exploded the way out again.
Yeah. And then they blame the network, and they don't see it as their issue. They'll blame someone else.
And they never get any business. So it's like, wow, okay.
I wonder why.
They need to get themselves a networking coach. So I work with Caroline, so as a networking coach, and she really helped me out.
Yeah,
you, Mr. Kim, you introduced us at Gordano when she did a Smash Your 40 Seconds pitch training.
Okay, that's my fault then, is it?
Yeah.
I'll take that one, Dan. Yeah, she's lovely, Caroline. She's on here in a couple of weeks' time, so we got Caroline lined up.
That is a very, very, very good point, Dan. You know, if you don't know, maybe do get someone like Caroline Andrew Johnson and get a networking coach. Yeah. Someone who can actually hold your hand and show you how to make it work.
And I think you could just jump straight in and like buddy up with someone. There's so many hosts and ambassadors out there as well that will really genuinely support you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Are you still a host or ambassador, Dan? What you up to?
I am, yeah. For me, it looks like I do 2 weekly cycles. So I've got 3 meetings over 2 weeks. Cool. We run on 1 week. We run For the Love of Food, and we do Mind, Body, and Spirit. So Mind, Body, and Spirit Tuesday, For the Love of Food on Wednesday. The following week we have Thirsty Thursday, which was the runner-up to the network's best meeting.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah. I don't know how that happened. Oh, that was a fix. But anyway,
I didn't even think about that. Gordano didn't get up there. What
No,
happened?
I know our people don't go online, do they? They don't know that that exists. They're just that's my excuse anyway. But anyway, I'm not going there.
You're sticking to it.
We are who we are.
Well, we know like Gordano is the anomaly of the network, so there's no hard feelings, mate. Everyone knows that Gordano.
We just
likes a trier, right, Dan?
Hold on, when the whole network was down to like meetings getting merged and cancelled and all sorts of things. Even last summer it happened. Gordano's still there with 35 people. Like
I know, yeah. We're actually down to 25 now these days, Dan. We've lost it a little bit, but there you go. It's cool. It's the way things are at the moment. I mean, like you say, a lot of groups are getting merged and people are doing other stuff. But anyway, what have you learned this week, Dan? What's your big learn this week?
What have I learned this week? I learned that I really miss my band. I've learned that I really missed being socially contacted to people. I learned that I love hugs. Like I love physical contact. Going back to my band environment was just the best. Like seeing those smiley faces and just being around people. What did I learn? That you need to get yourselves back out there, guys. We as a people need to go. We the people need to go and make an end to this and say enough is enough.
Yeah, there's more of us, isn't there? There's more of us. We just got to get and do it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
In terms of what have I actually learned? Well, I'm doing as I said, I'm doing a mastermind on this amazing book, Think and Grow Rich. So I'm constantly learning, involving. This is my current book that I'm going through. Best thing about it is I've been reading books wrong forever.
Okay.
Like, I've been blasting through books, like reading, put it down. And I'm like, oh, that was a good book. And then I go off and tell people about it. I'm not actioning anything from it. So this book, we've gone through it one chapter a week and we're dissecting it and we get on a Zoom call and we talk about it.
Nice.
We action the stuff that's in it. And that book changed my life.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a great book. It's a great book. Well, we're in network marketing as well. And we obviously get to know books and personal development stuff. So it's it's important. You do that and you act on it. You have to act on stuff that you read, because it's easy just to read it and just ignore it.
Yeah. Well, you read it, you take it on board, and then it's like, well, okay, yeah, I've got that knowledge now. But if you're not going to go and literally take the points, right? Point number 1 says this. I'm going to write down. Just do it. Do what the book says. If it says stop, this is an action point. Stop. Yeah. Get your pen and paper out and do it, for goodness sake.
I'm good. As you can imagine, Gal, I'm good at not stopping and just keep going on. But there you go. Anyway, that's me. and Nancy kicks me or punches me or whatever. Just get back and action that. Do what you say you're going to do. Anyway, do you know what the time is? We've only got 3 minutes left. That's how it goes on a Saturday morning, Dan.
No way.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
I just want to say hi to Sandra and Ansi for jumping on. Nice to see you.
Hopefully we'll have a few more jump on there later on. It's a bit like that, Dan. We'll share it and stuff and people get involved, and have a little look later and see if anyone's made any comments, or if you want to comment on people, or you want to share it to wherever you want to share it to. So we just appreciate you coming on, mate, because obviously you're you're one of the great contacts we've met over the last year, so it's just nice to get you on there.
Yeah, you've been awesome. You've been awesome, Dan, but we knew you would be, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure to be here as well.
Yeah, it's cool. What do you want? Any final comment, Dan, before we get rid of you? Kick you off.
Yeah, everyone, just get back out there.
Yeah.
Do your thing. Try to move without fear. Everyone's moving around the same way at the moment, but please don't forget the network. Make sure that you're coming in at least once a week. Yeah. It's exciting out there, I know, but don't drop everything that you've built over the last year for 5 days of sunshine, okay? We need you as much as you need us in the network.
Yeah.
That's my lasting point.
Very good point. Very good point.
Absolutely spot on, Dan. Absolutely spot on. Oh, where have I gone now? I've lost you. Anyway, I always do stuff like that. It's a technical issue. My end. Nothing to do with you lot. Shall we? Thanks, Dan. We really appreciate you being on. We'll just do a finish up. We'll drop you into the green room as we finish up the meet, and then we'll bring you back in after just for a debrief. If you can just hang around, is that all right, mate? Thanks, Dan. Again, love you, mate. Talk to you in a bit.
Right,
Mr. Byrne. Where do we go next? Then we got to do
it's commercial break time, mate. We seem to have the commercial break at the end, but that doesn't matter, does it? So
commercial break at the end. How does that work?
Well, it works like this. This meeting is sponsored by ANSI and Mr. Kim. You can't put a price on health. So now more than ever, it's so important we look after ourselves from the inside out. And this relates to what Dan does as well. Ansi and Mr. Kim are all about living an abundant, flourishing life. So if you want to receive some free tips on aging well, visit ansiandmrkim.com.
Thanks for the sales pitch, Martin. You're a legend.
No worries, mate.
Okay, we'll be back next Saturday, 9 o'clock with, we got Anne back next week, which is good. Anne's back. So legend. That's going to be amazing. Obviously not quite as good as Dan, but I'm sure Anne will be up there somewhere. She's going to be up there. Anyway, 4N works. The more meetings you go to, the more it's going to work for you. You can teleport to meetings all over the place, locally, regionally, nationally, even internationally, for just a $5. I think it's still a $5. If you like to know, or if you know someone that would benefit from 4N, drag them along to a meeting and get them involved, because it's the place to be. Right, upcoming meetings are 8 a.m., 8 p.m., 6 days a week. There's usually a Saturday morning one, but I don't think there is today. That'll be next week. Over to you, Martin.
Yeah, don't forget the 4N members canteen, which takes place every day from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. You can pop in for 5 minutes or 2 hours, work, have a chat, but business does get done. So, yeah, give it a go this week.
Fabulous. I still haven't been there, but I'm sure it's good. I'm sure Dan's been there. He'll let us know. We don't ask him about the canteen, but I'm sure, is he not in? Yeah, has he been? He hasn't been there either. Cool. All right. I'm not the only one, so that's fine. Thank you for tuning in. If you've watched today, Sandra, Ansi, whoever else is going to jump on and watch the replay, thank you very much. We will get through this together. Remember, it's what you do next that counts. Lovely people. I'm going to play
everyone.
I got to play out the video now if I can find it. Shall I play the Brad one? The Brad one was all right, wasn't it, last time? I'll tell you what I'm going to do as well. I'm going to stay on. You know, like the I keep thinking like the what is it? The films where they play all the trailers and then there's a little bit at the end it just says something else. Is that the Marvel films? I can't remember anyway. Don't worry about it. I'll play it.
Lost me completely, mate. I don't know what you're on about. What are you on about?
I lose myself. Love you, Martin. See you soon.
Love you, mate.
One shot, not a future for sure. Go.
I started my business off 25 grand in debt, no income. Ended up delivering pizzas to keep the business afloat. I was 31, I felt like a piece of shit. That was 14 years ago. But what I should have been doing is patting myself on the back. That is your most important asset that you have right now, is time, and it's the one that we give up so freely. Where's the GPS for your life? What do you want? You need to start believing in yourself.
I'm turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula in chemistry. Your memories spark to motivate and make the industry shake. You get the balls in the place. I'm talking one.
Now what? That's what I'm saying to you. Now what? For you, for your life. Because your success or failure will be defined by your decisions, your good ones and bad ones. And it all starts with that belief. True belief in yourself.
It's one shot, not a future for sure.
Fuck you!
How was that for you, Martin? We couldn't go all half an hour without a bit of Brad, could we?
I like that at the end.
You like that? Anyway, we're still live, by the way, okay? So watch what you're saying. Don't swear.
What are we doing live?
Just say something nice, so then we'll go.
No, I'll tell you why I like it, because you might come on and watch this and think, well, it's just actually, it's just a few people talking in a room and about some networking thing. But actually, when you see that video, it just reminds you what Brad's actually built since 2006 and what he's achieved, a genuine national organization that has, as he said, changed the face of networking in the UK, completely changed it. So it's important to just back it up with what is real about this organization.
Okay, I like that, Martin. I'll ask you a question. I get a foresight. Anyway, bye.
Yeah.